Welcome to the whatever.
The Ride or Die Podcast.
Yeah.
Say it.
The Ride or Die Podcast.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you? I just got off the motorcycle. I just had a little... I went for a bike ride. And lately, your dad has been a pretty big dummy on a motorcycle. It's kind of where I get my aggression out. That's where riding a motorcycle can be really bad. And this is why I don't take passengers anymore, really, is because I just ride fast. Not when you're on it. When I'm with you, my life is super calm and chill, and it's just it's just where I get all my tension out and whatnot. And I need to slow down. I really do. But I'm gonna take a bike trip here. Here, I think I'm gonna go to Sturgis, but pass through Sturgis and venture off to a different state for a little bit. That's the plan, at least. Hopefully it works out. It might not, but I think it will. It was just the 4th of July. Oh, yeah. What's the date? The date is July 6th. No, I don't want anything. July 6th. With the quote of the day, go the extra mile. It's never crowded. That is very much true. You always go the extra mile. You always do more than what other people do. And I've been doing that a lot lately, actually. But I want to talk to you about not hating. I know I've had a podcast about don't hate. But I want to teach you how not to hate. I feel like there's an echo in here. 1 second. Just keep listening. I'm still here. Okay, I'm still here. So in my little podcast room, I got curtains. Hey, Broly. I got curtains to kind of take down the echo. So I was, I had some couple of things happen to me when I was working over the 4th. One, this lady came up to me and she's like, your brother's way better looking than you. And I'm just like, huh? And this girl was not attractive. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about her, but she had really no way or point to, telling me that. No one needs to be told anything like that anyways. And I just looked at her. I'm like, you know what my mom would say? And she's like, what? I'm like, don't say anything. If you don't got nothing good to say, don't say it. And then all of her friends started laughing at her. That's really funny. Hey, bro, come here. Oh, you got your toy. Okay. Oh, well, get your toy. Sorry, bro. Okay, give me. Get out of here. And then there's this other guy. He's a bigger dude. He was drunk. I was securing my dad's street dance, and my sister Marina asked me to watch over him. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch him. And he did some stuff. I'm like, I better watch him a little closer. So I kind of sat next to him, and he looks at me and he goes, "You think you're tough?" And I go, "No, I'm not tough." He looks at me and he goes, "You think you could take me?" I'm like, No, I don't think I could take you." And he looks at me and he goes, "Honesty. I like that." I'm just like, what? Oh man, people they're so funny. And like, I really wanted to say, yeah, I could take you in, but it doesn't do anything. And it was just really fun to me. But people don't like things. People use the word hate and they hold on to things. I remember this always bugged me too. I was dating this gal, and she used to always say, "I hate how we met." We met on a dating app, and she'd always say, I hate how we met." And it's like, who cares? People want this perfect reality, and if that reality is not perfect, they don't want the truth. It's like, it's so weird to me. But I want to tell you how not to hate things, and it's very simple. I actually got in a conversation. I think the conversation was actually about racism, how to end racism. And, you're never going to end it. It's not for generations and generations and generations. Me, what I said. No, everybody's like, "You're a fool, Matthew," and maybe I am a fool. I am a fool. Just look at my past. It's I'm just a foolish young boy trying to make it through this world. But I think as an individual, as in me and you, we can learn how not to hate. And I have some key steps on how to do that. So first, how do you hate stuff? Or why do you hate stuff is something that's up to you. But to forget about stuff that you don't like, I don't like using the word hate, so we'll just say, forget about the stuff you don't like. First thing you got to do is stop talking about it. And when you stop talking about it, you quit thinking about it. And when you quit thinking about it, you won't talk about it anymore. It's how hate works. Something happens and you start to think about it. And when you think about it all the time, you're going to end up talking about it. And the more you talk about it, the more it makes you angry. And the more it makes you angry, the more you think about it. The more you think about it, the more you talk about it, the more you talk about it, the more it makes you angry, the more angry you get about it, the more you think about it, the more you think about it, the more you talk about it. And it's a wheel. It's just a wheel. It's a non-stop wheel. So you got to do the exact opposite. You got to quit talking about it. You got to do whatever you can to get it out of your life. And once you quit talking about it, you're going to stop thinking about it sooner or later. And this goes not just with thoughts and things going on in your life. It involves people too. Excuse me. The less you talk to these people that upset you, the less you're going to think about them. The less you think about them, the less they can make you upset. And after a certain point in life, they're just a past thought. Or whatever happened is just a past thought. That's how it goes. It's so important to control how you think. And most people, they hold on to anger. Like, anger's good, right? Anger can be very motivating. It can change your life. But if you hold on to it in the wrong way, it can control your life in a way you don't want. I've said it before, anger has, in my life personally, has led me not to talk to one of my sisters for a very long time. And like I said before in a previous podcast, I couldn't even tell you what the argument was about. It's you really got to work on just letting things go and letting life happen. I just had this pretty cool conversation with this lady. I was working on her hot tub, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but it was along the lines. There was the conversation was actually quite a bit, but it was along the lines that if you can't control it, do your best not to even bother your life with it. There's so much stuff in this world we can't control, and I'm going to repeat this over and over and over. You cannot control your coworkers. You cannot control your job. You cannot control your friends. You cannot control your family. You can't control if you get sick. You can't control the weather. You can't control anything besides the way you think and the way you speak and your work ethic. I think I need to add speaking, because I think the way people speak to each other is so important. With the job I have right now, I've really studied how to speak to people, how to, when they're upset, how to calm them down. And it's crazy how well some of this stuff works. It's crazy. But let me, before I get too far off track, just know when something bugs you a whole lot, do your best to just get out of your head. Do your best not to, if it's a person or a thing or a place, do your best just to stay away from it. And then the more you stay away from it, the less you'll think about it. And the less you think about it, the less it's going to upset you. Everything is algorithm in this world. I really think math, like I'm no mathematician. I am literally the biggest dummy you ever meet. I'm just a big dumb idiot, 100%. But it just takes time, sweetheart. Just when something upsets you, stop, think. Just do your best not to let that anger control you. And I've known people how anger just controls their world, and it makes me so sad. It makes me just want to cry. Like, why? Life is not bad. Life is so good. It's so good to everybody. I don't know, sweetheart. Like, your dad's having a pretty rough time right now. A lot of changes going on. But it's all right. I'm so excited for my future. And yeah. Well, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Sweetness, sweetie pie. One more reminder, just do your best not to hate. Do your best not to dislike anything. Just accept it how it is, and just be like water and just flow. Just do it. I love you, sweetheart. And I'm so proud of you. Always. And everybody else, I love you too. Peace.